Hi everyone, it's Tracy, and as promised I said I'd give you an update on the garden. So we've now got some buds on the fuchsias, and these have all grown quite a lot. This is a little bit at the front, got some flowers coming out all the way along here. Still haven't done anything to this end part. I'm just going to pause it for 1 second and go out the back. Okay, so we're out the back, and I paused it and moved away from that because I wanted to show you the front, but my neighbour has somebody there and they're having a bit of a row, so you might hear it from time to time. But this is the front bit just outside the door. I wanted to get something to cover that, but Gary may paint it the same colour as the fence. We've got this acer tree to go in somewhere. There's a few weeds popping up, we know, so he's got to get that done. But my little elephant started to flower quite nicely, and the pinks are coming out, which is nice. And we've got some nice scented stocks coming out, and my little tiny fuchsia in this raised pot thing coming up to bloom. The conservatory is behind me. This is obviously the decking with my egg chair. There's my barbecue. We'll see some action a bit later on. It's actually a clamshell one. I think it was Marco Pierre White that one was designed by. But there's Gary's fire pit, and over this side, let me show you. Look at that, it's really starting to come out. We trimmed that yucca tree up and got rid of all the I just saw the toilet. I'll show you about that in a minute. So yeah, we trimmed that up, but it started to come back. I was going to take cuttings and I never did. I was going to plant them all. I'll do it again another time, but I'll show you over here first. Look at this. I don't know if you're going to see it, but glorious colours. Look at that. Beautiful. Still lots of weeding to do. Haven't had the chance yet. I thought I'd separated those, and maybe I did on purpose put two in there. But yeah, we've got quite a lot of stocks. This is a humongous fuchsia. This little place here with the dog on it, that's where Joyce and Gary's dog Rev is buried. So it's got a little doggy on it, a little memorial. And he was Jack Russell, and he was amazing, a great little dog. In there we've got some bird baths. They look like they've seen better days. There's another one down there, but this is well, these are some ground cover plants that I didn't know what to do with, and we had this toilet, and I said I'm going to turn that into a plant pot, so I kind of did. But Gary's been concrete in this area. It used to just be a bit swampy because of the outside tap, but pretty soon we're going to have a plumb around and we're going to get that seen too. This is my new little acquisition. I love this plant pot. Obviously this area is going to look better. Now, do you remember the caravan? It was green. Remember, see that door? That's what it was, green, and everything flaking off like horrible like that. Well, Gary's been painting it, so it is now white. They're really having a bit of a ding dong next door. I hope it doesn't get too bad. So yeah, he's been painting it, and this is all the wood that he's got to actually cover it. We're going to cover it up, but he wanted to paint it first off. So that's what it did look like, and that's what it looks like now. So it's a lot better. This is the dead area. So unfortunately, my mum's swing died. It fell apart. We were moving it so Gary could mow the grass, and it just disintegrated, and it was just rotten. So there was no way of fixing it. And then at the back, we've got my runner beans all planted along here. There's a couple of fuchsias in between that were there before, and a yucca tree, which was a baby of the others. Now this is the wall that he's working on at the moment. There's some nice stinging nettles in there, but they're actually quite tall because the earth is quite low, to like almost ground level. It might be a little bit higher at the back, but this whole section is going to need to be built up because it's quite a long way down. So all the junk gets thrown into the massive hole, and then we'll put earth on top. But this is his wall, so this is how far he's got with it. Got to pick those plant pots up, give them back. Those were the ones for the runner beans. So he's done his paving, apart from that end bit which he needs to get, plus he needs to get some for around the tap, but he hasn't done the concrete in between it yet. So we've got quite a lot of raspberries and strawberries growing there. The weeds are taking over a bit. I have to get rid of those. I don't think that is a weed. I don't know what it is, but it's gone a bit balmy because he hasn't been over here to do it. But we will. These are my hanging baskets, and they need to go back over on the conservatory. So that's not conservatory. Why do I keep calling it that? Decking. Yeah. So there. That's it. Need to paint the back of the house. We've got one half of it that's kind of nice, and this bit needs a paint job. So we're going to do something about that rust as well. We've got hammerite paint to do that. But that's it, that's coming along, and he's going to renew that section there because it used to have 2 windows, but that one's boarded, but it's a bit of a dodgy board, so he's going to get a new one, and then he'll paint that as well. So yeah, it's coming on, and we're going to have a barbecue later, just us, when he gets in from work. So yeah, so if you can see that part there, he's put the cement in between, but the rest of it he hasn't yet. It doesn't end up looking quite like that. He hasn't wire brushed it yet, but you've seen how it looks at the front. That's what it ends up like. But that's it, guys. We've got a bit of a weed situation, and more earth to fill in, but he's not going to bother doing any of that until autumn, really. So yeah, also at the back we've got the shed. I said I was going to paint that. I might do at some point. This whole area here is the one we're improving on next, and yeah, coming on though. So thanks for watching. I said I would update you all, and I keep forgetting. So this side over here, he started putting cement in between these, but that's the first one he did. You can barely see it now. It just needs bleaching down. He does it with a bleach wash. Oh, I forgot to show you these. These are really coming on. Last year I didn't have much success with these little pots, but that tiny yellow flower kind of just was in there from last year. I thought I will keep it just to see if it comes back, and it's actually better this year than it was last year. So that's them, and well, lots of weeding to do, unfortunately. But my philosophy is I'll help you put it in, but you have to look after it because I'm not very good at weeding. I do the front, that little section. I get the hoe and I look after that, but that's my area. The rest is Gary's, bless him. So thank you for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.